Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. Got a great show lined up. But I always want to check out weather first because I know a lot of y'all are headed outdoors with beautiful weather we've been having. It's going to be a high of 79 today, low will be 63, and our water temperature jumped up one more degree. It's up at 76 right now. That's at the end of the pier out there, and it's going to be, like I said this like a broken record for the last couple of weeks. It's about to get ready to go down, but we need to go ahead and go down soon. Our river reading is brought to us by Mountain Dew. Get out and do. The Apalachicola at Bluntstown is at right under 10 foot. It's at reading 9.8. It got a drop to it. And the Choctawhatchee at Carabville is reading a 6.3, and it's about to level out for the weekend. So go ahead and make plans for some good fishing on both river systems. It's going to be a great weekend to get out there on any of these freshwater creeks or rivers or anything close by that you can get to. Try to make plans to do it if you just get out there for a little while. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Great tides today. We're looking at a low tide this morning about 10 o'clock, 10:04, and then the high tide is going to be tonight at 11:17. And our wind today is still going to have a pretty steady wind, northeast at 10, and like we said before, anytime the wind gets in double digits, you sort of want to be careful in a smaller boat. That's sort of been a rule of thumb for mariners for a long time. So if you're out there in a small boat, be aware of it. It's coming out of northeast at about 10. And this, according to what's going to happen the next couple of days, is what direction it'll be coming from with our disturbance down in the southern part of the Gulf. We'll follow that closely and keep y'all posted. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Again, always glad you're with us this morning. One of the blessings of this show is that we can show these pictures every day, fresh pictures, local folks. Most of them are local, and about 90% of what we show is local folks here doing different things in the outdoors, and it's just sort of a reflection of what goes on. So let's start with this one. Our buddy Fred Myers. Y'all know Fred. He's not only a great red fisherman, but he also loves the outdoors and loves to hunt. So he took his son Carter. Y'all remember him. He's been on the show before. And he posted this. This was this past weekend. Carter and I had a great afternoon yesterday. The wind got right and we slipped into a millennium tree stand double set. We saw all kinds of does and several good bucks, but not the one we'd been seeing on camera. We held out and a buck finally showed. Carter has been practicing before and after school for the last few months for this moment. Made a perfect shot, 23 yards on his first deer with a bow. I'm proud of my buddy, I love you, and here it is, a bow shot. Look at Carter. Hey, the older he gets, the more he looks like Fred, don't y'all think? Well, that's a nice buck up there. And there's a bow, and it takes practice, and then once you get the hang of it now, bow hunting is a lot of fun. Great job, Carter. Okay, now let's move on into what's coming up this weekend. We mentioned it quite a bit. We're a strong promoter of these tournaments that just do good things, like the Leukemia Research Foundation down there at Sea Quarters, and here it is here in St. Andrew. Elizabeth bought off. There's a trailer. That's a little logo and all. So they got all the stuff in the trailer. And here's some of the raffle tickets. You can go buy some of those and, like I say, win the kayak. How about that one? And then a $500 gift card. You're talking about going a long way on Christmas. That'll go a long way. And then also they're going to have some silent auctions. And they posted this last night. This sweet, one-of-a-kind, hand-carved redfish necklace will be a silent auction item this weekend during the tournament. That's handmade locally here. Rob made that. And that's cool, isn't it? That is really cool. So there's all kinds of things you have silent auction on. All that money goes to the Learn to Swim program. Laura Cowart Bush, living down there at Dead Lake, been there a good while. She found this a wonderful day, and look what was by the rosemary shrub, okay? Now look at that closely. That's a broken in half arrowhead, okay? So the point, of course, is broken off. No telling what story this could tell, but I love when people find something like this and take a picture of it, because there's still some of these antiquities out there, and they just have challenging to find. And always, I guess because when I was a kid, I found some, and I got what a thrill. I still look for them. Okay. Now listen, we got this coming up next weekend. Bay Breeze Bait and Tackle, their first annual single-day tournament for anglers from Pensacola Pass to Cape San Blas. How about that's us, right? And it's going to be a $500. Okay, I'm going to show you. It's hosted by Bay Breeze Bait and Tackle Saturday, November 14th from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it's going to be at their store out there on Panama City Beach Parkway. And we'll talk a little bit more about that next week, but go ahead and put that on your calendar. But look at these prizes. You have $500 for the most weight in the aggregated pompano, and then a $100 gift card for the biggest pompano. This is exciting. A $100 gift card for the largest redfish, and then a $100 gift card for the largest whiting. So we're going to certainly try to make it. I don't know if I may not. I may fish that. What do you think? All right, here's a Raphael. We showed the picture yesterday. I got the family with him now. I got tickled when I saw this. This is old Raphael family. I want to say old. I mean, they just go back to the early history of the Florida Panhandle. And here they are. They're still generation after generation enjoying the outdoors, fishing and hunting. And I know LaVerl, he fishes a lot. And like some of these captains, they enjoy getting back out off the boat and into the woods. And I thought that's just a classic picture. I think they're up there in Georgia, which is where the Raphael came down from 1898, from that part. All right? And this is a fun, this last one. While I was talking about people being successful, look what Matthew did. A fishing report from Okaloosa Island this morning set up 5 rigs with expensive new pump rigs and a new, quote, secret weapon bait in 3 different flavors and colors. Nothing. Not even a nibble for 3.5 hours. Nothing at all. Okay. I laughed at that because all of us that ever fished, we've all had those days, but so many times we were so positive about showing all these pictures and everybody's catching fish. Every now and then it's sort of refreshing to get a message from somebody. Nothing at all, because that's really what fishing is. So I got a kick out of that. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. We were talking about recently, and I mentioned yesterday about his early swimming lessons, talking about Elizabeth Bodoff tournament money is going to learn the swim program. Then I mentioned yesterday the very early swim programs here in Bay County was done at the kiddie pool, and I started doing them when I built Mosley. But one story I want to share with you, because the outdoors person, you can appreciate this, especially if you've ever taken a boat through the pass. And the two people, one was Will McRaney, who was the baseball coach at Rutherford, and the lady was Betty Ann Walker, who was a tennis coach at Bay High School. Both of them are physically fit and all. And they were the teachers. A group of them were teaching. And what happened one day? They were talking. It was getting close to lunch, and they said, "I bet you can't swim across." You know how they start talking, and of course when they got challenged. To make a long story short, the next day, when the lunch break, they had about an hour for lunch. They ate the sandwich real fast. I talked to eyewitnesses, and I talked to 2 of them. I talked with both of them, good folks and all. And Will went on back to Mississippi pretty soon, but Betty Ann and I talked for years. And they actually swam. I'll make a long story short. At lunch the following day, they jumped off the rock. They really sort of pushed off the rock, swam across the channel, landed on the rock there, caught their breath, and then swam back, during that lunch period. Now, it would be suicide today to do something like that, but back, that would have been in the early 70s maybe, or late 60s, but back then, there was not that much boat traffic, and it was very, especially during the middle of the day, during the middle of the week, there wasn't nobody going in and out of there. There's no way you could do that now, but they actually did. In fact, I think Will has passed away, but I think I'll get with Betty one day and interview her on her doing it, because I remember her telling about it. She was real young then, and she was young and dumb is what she told me. She definitely wouldn't do it now. But anyway, I want to share that with you. Do not try that. But it has been done before. I know you see these triathletes swimming and all that. That's different. Back then, nobody was doing that kind of stuff. But I just thought that was fascinating to. I'd been more than a boat. I'd been worried about a shark. But anyway, let's move on. Amberjack season is closed, but I've got this video coming up on how to clean an amberjack, and this is really good. Lee Fontaine with down there in St. Joe, Lady J Charters. Lee did this. He was cleaning video a while back, and I videoed him. But I just admire. I've always admired people, outdoorsmen, doing cleaning their game. There's just an art to it, and you have a certain care for that meat and that animal and all, because you want to really take care of it. I remember watching my dad and brother. My brother loved to skin a deer. I mean, he didn't just soon skin it. Then if somebody shot a deer, they'd bring it by, and he would skin it out, and then quarter it up and saw it and all that. That's just an art. A lot of outdoorsmen do it. And same way with cleaning the fish. And there's a certain art to it and a certain procedure to do it. So we're gonna watch this video now. Amberjack season closed now, but we still, a lot of times during the off season, you can pick up a lot of little hints on how to do things during the season. You're too busy to do during the season. So, Jeff, let's roll this video. All right, okay, we're cleaning these AJ. Look at here. That's what it is, AJ. Look at that.
Thing's still whole.
Look at there. Look at here.
I said this 30
I don't know what else he got in there. That's already broke down.
Partially decomposed.
one looked like a 3-pound breed.
Your viewers are gonna like this, Mr. Winston.
Do I know?
Your viewers are gonna like this.
I know it. So you got it. And tell our viewers about yourself.
My name's Lee Fontaine. I've been cleaning fish for Lady J Charters for probably 15 years.
Yeah.
Every evening, it's just something I like to do.
You get to watch Panhandle Outdoors, any?
Every morning.
Every morning?
Every morning.
All right. Well, you're going to be on it now.
Every morning.
All right. Lee, go ahead and we're going to we'll do a little cleaning. Going to clean the amberjack.
I always cut that.
You're going to start. We're going to start with a big one.
Look how big it is.
Y'all be good then.
Okay, that's a whole amberjack. We're going to weigh it.
Hey, Dad, you wanna go get Daddy?
27.
How much is that?
About 27.
27. All right. So what's the first thing you want to do?
I forgot to write that big one down.
Okay.
Good kid.
The last one was 50 pounds?
The biggest one was 50.
Okay.
First thing I do is I guess I'm backwards than most people. I split the hide, so I got kind of a guide to go by when I come back. Then I'll fillet him down to his backbone and get across that backbone, come out the tail, and then I'll go forward with it. Get through the ribs.
Okay.
Then I'll get the fillet off that side. Flip him over and I'll do the same thing. I'll just split the hide. Then I'll come back with it, get across his backbone. Get the fillet off of him. They want the heads on these. So.
What's that one been eating?
I don't know. Let me get him busted up here where we can see what he's head. Pinfish in there. Right there.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, I had me the money till the birds took off.
Yeah, there's a pinfish in there.
Yep. Look at that.
Big fish.
Big fish.
Big fish,
Big
yeah.
fish. Nice one.
Yep. It's a good trout bait.
That is good trout bait. You're right.
Kinda hate to waste him on him.
I know it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know some boys feisty for a big fish that size. In the grinder.
Oh, it's being ground up now. So now you got your fillets out there.
Always split my fillet down the bloodline.
Okay.
You get that bloodline out of it.
That's so important.
It makes the bigger ones easier to skin too.
Yeah.
You know, feel the hide on it.
Wow, you didn't even meat on that.
That's all. That's all that's left. Then you got a loin.
Okay. Nice one. All right.
On the bottom half. Get it. Cut the other half of the bloodline so we can get it out of there. It's got a row of bones that run all the way down it.
Okay.
And then I'll get that bottom out. Not much on the bottom loin, but
Yeah. Yeah. All right. How to clean an amberjack. Lee Fontaine.
this one the shark got.
How often do you sharpen your knife?
To sharpen it too sharp, it'll cut through the hide like it did then, but see the shark bit this one right there. And that's why it split that open. It busted out there. I sharpen it before I start every day.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
I still got a couple more to do. Man, you still got.
I got 5.
Are you serious? How many more we got?
6.
Why y'all catch so many of those?
Cause they good.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. We're looking at 2:08 a.m. to 4:08. That's just ending, but this afternoon, 2:35 and 4:35. Just checked my game camera, and boy, we got all kind of excitement up there at my granddaddy's place. Look at that squirrel. That squirrel's been on my game camera for a week now. I'm gonna go over there and just knock him in the head. But I'm gonna move my camera. It's not in a good location. That's facing a creek down there, but we just got it getting everything started. And so anyway. That's it. I want to mention also. I'm going to give an update on the Panther video. This is interesting. The FWC. I will give you their reply on tomorrow's show. What the FWC said after viewing this video that I showed y'all yesterday. So this is interesting. It's going to be interesting. Also, you know, I was telling Jeff, we got these mystery tackle boxes. Remember, I was giving these to you, giving them away once a month, and now with the pandemic, we're not able to get them away, so they're stacking up on them. I think I got 5 or 6 of them. And when things get back to normal, we'll give them away. I'm gonna save them for you, so don't get excited about not getting them. So we're gonna get them to you. I wanted, and I'm not gonna have time. Always running out of time. My niece Amy Chester Jordan lives up there in Bluntstown. Her husband Greg Jordan, been a football coach at Bluntstown, St. Joe, now is in Liberty County. And Amy and Gail talk a lot. They got to find out what's going on. She keeps us what's going on in Calhoun, Liberty County. And she teaches up there, been a teacher quite a while. But anyway, she's on the phone the other day. A lot of times I said, what's Greg doing? I tell Gail to ask her. Y'all know the situation. Ask you, tell your wife to say, what Greg's doing. They were on the way up to Georgia to get a new dog. And I said, because Greg is a dog person. He's a head football coach now, has been for a good time. He loves dogs. He's had all kind of dogs. A couple. But this one, I said, what kind is he going to get? And I'm going to have to pronounce it because I had to go. I said, what? No, I'm going to show you a picture of it because I looked it up. This is called a Malinois, French Malinois. It's called a Belgian Malinois. Okay, it's a medium to large breed of dog and goes on as a Belgian Shepherd dog. And it's a French name to it, but anyway. So I said, what in the world does he get a dog like that? And she said he talks to some buddies, And by the way, some of y'all were supposed to give me the number. Scott Lindsay is still looking for a blue heeler puppy. I know some of you folks up there said y'all knew somebody that had some, so please give me a call and give me their phone number so I can tell Scott. But I was thinking about maybe featuring a dog of the month, on the show. But because here, this one is one I'm not very familiar with, and I started researching everything, and I'm gonna roll some pictures and all, and I did some research on it. They're very athletic. They go back to 1800s, and they're similar to a German Shepherd. They're Shepherd dogs and everything, but they're real smart. They're a lot smarter than a German. A German Shepherd's smart, but this is one of the smartest dogs there is. And they're protected. Here's some pictures of them where they're training them. And the Navy SEALs, that's what they use. In fact, when they went in to capture Osama bin Laden, the dog they had was this dog right here. Isn't that cool? Also, they can skydive because they're not as heavy. Here's a better picture of them skydiving. They're attached to it by themselves. They can skydive and land on the ground and take off. Is that amazing? And it goes on, they're dressed up and all. And by the way, the Secret Service at the White House in Washington, D.C., the dogs they have around the White House, they've had them quite some time, is this dog right here, the Malinois. So I learned something. You think you know everything about the outdoors and dogs and animals and all, but that particular breed is interesting. They say very healthy. The Navy SEALs use them. The law enforcement uses them, but they're very smart, very intelligent, very strong sense of smell. So that's our dog of the month for the month of November. So maybe December we'll get another dog, maybe a blue heeler. Anyway, I just thought, a lot of y'all love your dogs, and it's just something to behold a good, smart dog working and a love and all they have for you. So anyway, I got to wrap it up. Thank y'all for watching the show. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to do our famous Friday fishing forecast and give you some seafood. All right, have a great day. Do something good for your fellow man, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.